Pokémon Trainers. Pokémon Trainers. All you guys want are Pokémon Trainers for some reason. Mr. 69 even wants the Pokémon themselves. The customer is always right, and I can't ignore you any longer, so I'll fulfill my duty as a baddie inspector by taking a look at some of the baddest Pokémon trainers. So, sit back, enjoy the show. Remember, morals are just a suggestion, and hear me out. Cynthia is the champion of the Sinnoh region's Pokémon League. She's actually considered one of the strongest and most respected champions in the entire world. Her strategy? Oh, incapacitate the trainer, and then incapacitate the Pokémon with the most overpowered Garchomp man has ever seen. Cynthia needs to be nerfed, because not only does she have that, not only is she the champion of the world, and not only does she have more fan art than Scarlet and Violet has bugs, but she's got body, style, and demeanor. Turn my Wiglet into an Onyx any day of the week. Cynthia is a bad. Subscribe if you agree, and remember, we're not simping, we're conducting research. Nurse Joy, all of them are bright and cheery pink-haired girls that work at Pokemon centers healing Pokemon teams across the entire world. Through the anime and games, every city and every town has its own Nurse Joy. You might say she's a worldwide baddie, and I might say hand me a Pokeball because I'm pretty sure no one's gonna mind if one of them goes missing. If you're about to comment on how Nurse Joy is in a video about traders, well, Nurse Joy uses Pokemon like Chansey and Blissey to help out with their tasks, and since Pokemon aren't born to be Pokemon Center workers, that technically means they had to be trained, which technically makes Nurse Joy a trainer, nerds. And not just any trainer. Nurse Joy is kind, nurturing, hardworking, and the reason I won't show any of you my For You page. Seriously, that is between God and me. Nurse Joy is a baddie. Officer Jenny was the hot cop trope that we didn't know we needed until we saw episode 2. Like Nurse Joy, there are many Officer Jennys, and many different variations too, such as normal Jenny, Jenny with slightly different hair, Jenny with normal hair, Jenny with not much hair, and the cutest one. Comment below which one's your favorite. Brock also knows what's up because he pretty much proposes every time he sees her. But there's also a time Brock crushed on Ash, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't think his opinion means too much after that. At first I was actually torn between Jenny and Joy, but then I realized this is my list and I can do whatever I want, so I choose both. Jenny is a baddie. Jessie might be the most iconic baddie Pokemon has to offer. From hair that defies physics and her unique voice,
that's a big Pokemon,
so size does matter,
to her iconic team, we all remember Jessie so fondly that we can forget that honestly, she's pretty mid. Okay, let's be real. She's one, maybe 2 steps away from being a librarian, or maybe a dab of hair dye away from being the test sister's real mom, because this definitely is not. But if only for the short skirt, split top, and a bit of nostalgia and this picture right here, I think Jessie's still a decent baddie. And if you're like Jessie, you might not like Ash very much, but you better be able to tolerate him since I know you're crushing on his mom. Delia Ketchum is the sweet, sexy, supportive MILF mom of Ash Ketchum. 29 years old, she's got all the best parts in one package. The energy and looks of youth and that MILF aura that just hits different. She might not be real, these feelings definitely are. Even Mr. Mime knows what's up. If you were there before the beach episode was banned back in 2000, you know why I'm saying Delia Ketchum is a baddie. Professor Juniper was the first female professor in Pokemon, and we like that because we like equality. We know, I promise I like it for the equality thing. Believe me, right? Okay, fine, you got me. Maybe it's just a little hard to focus on equality when it comes in a package like this. If I were in this professor's class, you bet your ass I'd be getting straight A's and she'd be getting straight... I'm getting ahead of myself. Professor Juniper is a bad. Elisa's style is so sick. She might be able to earn a spot with that outfit alone. Don't get me started on the bodysuit. She's also one of my favorite trading cards back when I used to collect those. Elesa is a supermodel, which tracks as well as a gym leader at one of the coolest looking gyms and is naturally a celebrity because of the two. I really don't think you can go wrong here. Elesa is a baddie. Sabrina is the psychic type gym leader of Saffron City. She's colder than a Glaceon and shows less emotion than an Esper and can even be scary at times, which can be hot on its own, but it gets so much better after Ash beats her and she finally breaks out a smile and starts laughing with Haunter. Sabrina gives the world of Pokemon a solid welcome into the world of goth baddies, and for that, we owe her much. Just keep in mind, she's a top through and through and will try to dominate you. So sit back, say yes ma'am, and know that Sabrina is a baddie. Fantina is that one leader with a hair that looks like it's about to start spinning and fly away with her any second. She leads a ghost-type team in Heart Home City where she probably dances more than she fights. I wouldn't judge you for thinking this was the ghost lead, but it looks like they got their assignments mixed up because this ghost-type leader might be one of the flashiest, most energetic leaders out there. I may have nightmares about her ghost Pokemon. Fantina is only ever in my daydreams. Fantina is a baddie. Olivia from Sun and Moon is basically the queen of Akala Island, and specializing in rock-type Pokemon, you just know she's ready to rock your world. Sorry. Seriously though, she's just as hot as that island weather, and naturally our boy Brock, speaking on behalf of all of us, is ready to tap that in a heartbeat. This gets the seal of approval in my book. Olivia is a baddie. Wicke is a hot librarian baddie. That's honestly all you need to know for this one. She's cute, nerdy, and is one of the thickest official character designs in the entire franchise. That's true, you can look it up. The fan art for some characters might be wild, but she's one of the few who's actually lore accurate thick. What a friend. What a woman. If you don't think Wicke is a baddie, I'm gonna have to call the psych ward and tell them you escaped. Wicke is that girl. Wicke is a baddie. Lorelei is one of the founders of the original Kanto Elite Four. She specializes in ice-type Pokemon, and similar to Wicke, she's a cute nerd who's a certified baddie even before considering the fan art. I don't care who you are or where you're from. One glance and boom, you're in a coma, stuck looking like this for the rest of your life. And that's fine by me. Lorelei is a baddie. Roxanne is the teacher from Rustboro City in Hoenn that looks more like she's the teacher's pet. She's cute, but come on, Pokemon! This cannot be what you think a 21-year-old looks like. Seriously, she's smaller than a Gimmighoul, which I guess would make you average size to her. Honestly though, she's still super cute, and I'd be totally down to sit in on one of her lessons any day. When she's not showing me a thing or two in the classroom, Roxanne is the rock-type gym leader at the Rustboro gym, and wait, I already made the Rock Your World joke. Roxanne will have you leaving her gym more rock hard than her Geodude. I saved that. Roxanne is a baddie. Miriam is the hot nurse that didn't need to go shopping at Saint Halloween to become one. This baddie's all natural. She's always there to support you or your Pokemon when you're weak from battle or just from being so down bad. I'm not sure about you, but since we started this section, my heart rate has gone through the roof. I think I might need to see the nurse for a full physical to make sure I'm okay. You know, get it? Miriam is a baddie. Rika is one of the Elite Four members of Paldea who, despite what all of you want me to believe, I can't see anything other than a dude. And I know I messed up calling Toy Bonnie a baddie when, but I will not be making the same mistake again. Rika is definitely a dude. Or not. Just look at the way she dresses. This is like a sheep in wolf's clothing. So I will not be... damn it! Fine, Rika. Rika, you're a bad. Just work on your outfits. Or not. There's a lot of guys out there that like the tomboy look. Yeah, you continue on that. Anyways, she's a baddie. Happy? Professor Sonia. Thank you for this one, Pokemon. Those eyes, that smile. This is the one. Honestly, if I had to pick one girl from this list, it might just be her. Hey mom, yeah, I met a girl. Yeah, she's amazing. I think she's the one. I need you to send me some money for the shipping. Hello? Damn it, she'll have to wait. But Sonia is a baddie. If the name Gardenia makes you think of someone soft and flowery, try again. This girl is jacked, hyper, and ready to throw hands with a tree. I can't deny that the midriff is cute, and I do kind of like the Halloween tiger-looking hair she has going on. Plus, she reminds me of Kim Possible, so bonus points for nostalgia. She's not top of the list compared to some of the other options we have coming up, but I'd be happy to say that Gardenia is a baddie. Katy is peak design when it comes to hot mom. She's soft, smiley, and owns a bakery, which explains where all the cake is coming from. She's the bug-type gym leader in Cortando, and when she's not fighting with her team against a can of bug spray, she's out serving cupcakes to the town. I know I want to taste of Katy, what she's cooking. Her treats is what I'm talking about, I swear! Katy is a baddie who couldn't be badder. Get it? Like badder because of the... Melony is the ice-type gym leader of Sirchester and is probably one of the few trainers to be thicker than a mammoth swine. She's another example of how Pokemon just does moms right, and I'd be curious to know in the comments, Katy or Melony. One thing is for sure, ice-type was not the right choice. First, ice-type Pokemon definitely aren't safe being around something that hot, and second, that means she's constantly covered head to toe, as if showing even a bit of skin would be the end of the world. Although if the fan art is anything to go by, seeing anything more might give me a heart attack, so maybe maybe it's for the best. Melony is a baddie. Ariana is a Team Rocket executive in Heart Gold and Soul Silver and is pretty much Jessie on steroids. She's got bright red hair and a pretty stylish outfit, all while keeping the iconic Team Rocket demeanor. If you're looking for someone to dominate you, I don't think you'll be needing to look any further than this, when even next to Giovanni, it's hard to tell who would have worn the pants in this relationship. We do get our answer though, reading into the manga where we find that Ariana is the mother of Silver, who we already know is Giovanni's son, meaning Ariana slept with her boss, left him, and took the kids with her. Ariana is a badass and a baddie. Professor Ivy of the Orange Islands is seriously about to make me lose it. She introduces herself in just about the hottest way I can imagine, riding a Gyarados in a kitty and looking like she's had a bit too much bright powder. You bet your ass that episode had me feeling different, and same for Brock again, because he asks her out on a date, but in a weird and slightly worrying turn of events, Professor Ivy actually falls for him, and 33 episodes later, this is the Brock that returned. Oh boy, that Ivy is definitely poison, but I don't think that could keep me away. Professor Ivy is a baddie. Skyla is the flying type gym leader of Mistralton, the second smallest city in Unova. She's also the only trainer in this list that you could ask for a ride and not get slapped by because she's also a professional pilot. If you don't have a thing for flight attendants, this is going to be what changes that. And if you do have a thing for flight attendants, stay far away because this will drive you to insanity. She probably got into flying because TSA wouldn't allow something that dangerous on commercial flight. If you couldn't tell already, I take the whole Sonia thing back because Skyla is the girl I would pick every time. She better get ready for some turbulence because baby, I'm flying first class today. Woo! Skyla is a bad. Lusamine is the president of the Aether Foundation in Alola. She's rich, she's refined, and you'd assume she's perfect, all dressed up like a model on a Vogue cover until you realize she's also clinically insane. But for a short skirt that's way too short, I think a bit of insanity is a small price to pay. This image, however, is the final boss of, babe, let's try something different tonight. And there's no way I'm letting that spiky octopus dildo anywhere near me. Let me know in the comments if you're brave enough to try this, and I'll let you decide if Lusamine is, in fact, a baddie. And that's what I had. This video was long, but the charges Nintendo's gonna file against me for all of this, it'll be longer, trust me. Sub while you're here and let me know what baddies I should rank next. Peace!